Hey everybody, this is Kyle with attackofthefanboy.com. I am here with Will, and this is Super Mario Maker. So, Will, you're not the biggest Nintendo fan in the world, but you're talking to one, okay?
Yes.
And
It's
this,
like the perfect split. I am
it
the
is, yeah.
least biggest fan of Nintendo in the world, and you could possibly be one of the most
Yeah.
fanboyish that I've ever met in my entire
I
life.
received a new amiibo this morning, if
Yeah.
if that says anything. So, you don't know much about Mario Maker, but I've been tracking it since it was announced. So, this game is pure fun distilled into a video game.
Pure
And
fun distilled
that's
into.
that's
That
the
doesn't
best
look like
way I
fun
can
to me.
describe
Look at Mario's just moving through everything.
So
What is this?
this is the edit mode. This is Super Mario Maker. You are able to make Mario levels. So this is actually me editing. This is not my hand, but this is where I'm tapping on the gamepad to bring these elements into the level, and you can build whatever level you want for Mario.
Wait,
You
every
can
time you do something, it brings a hand there?
Well, that's on the TV when you're
Okay.
building the level. This is the edit mode. So when you're playing the level, no, it's going to be a normal, which I think I'm going to play. Yeah. So I'm playing through now the level that I created. So I put those coins there. I put this up here is going to be a mushroom. Put all this in here.
Isn't
And
this
there's-
just like World 1-1?
Yeah. Well, this was the tutorial. So they walked me through building, and then it changes into something else up here. But yeah, so you can build whatever you want, and then also the biggest part is that you can share all of your levels online, so you can also go in and play other people's levels, which I will get into a lot of the top levels later on, and you can get an idea of what people are building, because right now I don't have any of the great tools unlocked. I think that they're going to be time locked. I think they're going to unlock over the next few days, but just with the basic tools, I can put together a pretty decent Mario level as it is. And right now, I am going and hunting and finding one of my amiibo to scan, because you can put them into the game too. So I scanned Star Fox, and now I can add him into my game, and he's a costume, so I can play through a Mario level as Star Fox.
That's interesting.
Right?
No.
Yeah, it is. You
And
can find all of them.
so you're sitting in front of. Is it what? Oh, you put the amiibos on the Wii U controller. Is that how it works?
Yeah, you tap them to the gamepad.
Okay.
Yep. So I
right.
sat next to my display case and just took them out one by
So
one.
do you need to have all these amiibos to make this fun? Or wait.
No, it's literally just a costume. That's all that the amiibos do, and you don't need the amiibo to play someone else's level that has the costume. You just need it if you want to put the costume into one of your levels.
Okay. Cool.
So, just showing how you can kind of on the fly edit a map and then just hit play and play through it and see how it goes. So this is that
So-
quest one turns me into Link.
Okay. Special mushroom with a question mark on it is something new that I've never seen.
Yeah, that's the costume. So that was the
That's gonna
amiibo
be-
that I scanned and put into the game.
Okay. But what? So I mean, for me personally, I'm just trying to understand like why this would be fun. It doesn't. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I haven't seen it since the beginning. I
Wait.
don't understand why. Like
You like Mario games, right? I mean,
I
everyone
do
likes
like
Mario.
Mario games, but
Wait until you see one of these levels that's not made by me, who's an idiot with a gamepad, and you'll see. Those I think are coming up next. Although it may be the levels that come pre-packaged. So there are some new Mario levels already coming with the game.
yeah. But doesn't Nintendo make the best Mario levels?
They do, and that's this. No, we'll see. We'll see in a little bit. So, Nintendo makes, yeah. I mean, they're always going to make the most well-designed levels. But if you see some of these that are created by other people, it's pretty crazy. So I'm going to queue some of those up. You can go into here. They have featured ones, and then they have, if you like a level, you star it. So I'm going to pull up some levels later on that are like the top. This is just a featured level, and you can see it's pretty. This one is kind of straightforward. It's just kind of a user developed, regular Mario level.
Do you know, is this stuff just streamed out, or is you have to? I saw a link for a download.
Yeah, you can just play it really quick, or you can download it so you always have access to it.
Okay.
And then you can edit it, and do whatever you want. I think you can edit it, but you can't re-upload it because they just don't want you stealing people's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They put a lot of thought into that, actually. When I played this a little bit at E3, and they explained how before you upload a level online, you have to beat it once, so you can't have an unbeatable level.
Okay.
And when you load up a level, you see the completion percentage, so you can see if it's a super hard one or just kind of an easy one.
And what are people making? Are they making really, really hard stuff?
They're making really hard stuff. They're making really crazy stuff. They're making homages to other Nintendo games.
Okay.
It's been out for a day. I'm guessing people, some people had access to it early, so there's some content out there that wasn't created in the last 24 hours. But people are making some pretty crazy stuff. We'll load up the next mission here in a little bit. The biggest thing that's going on right now are automatic levels,
Mm-hmm.
which are levels that play themselves. Nope, I'm going into the Nintendo ones. Sorry. So this is the 10 Mario Challenge. So you have 8 Nintendo created levels, probably more after that. I don't know. I haven't beaten these yet. I just had it delivered on Friday. And you can play through this and you try and beat it in less than 10 lives. So these are pretty standard, straightforward Mario levels, but with a lot more added on. Like you can, it's tough to describe, but you can just do pretty much anything you want for Mario. Like you can make giant Koopas like that. You can give them wings.
Is there like preset sizes for that sort of stuff, or is it something where you just stretch and scale it out?
You give them a mushroom and it makes them giant.
Okay.
They actually, it's Nintendo, so they actually took like the edit mode and made it sort of into its own game rather than just kind of a rote.
It's just not like a raw sort of editing thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And something that you can't see right now because I haven't unlocked it, but you'll see some levels built this way. This isn't just Mario 1. I queued up before New Super Mario, so you can skin this in Mario 1, Mario 3, Mario World. I think Mario 2 is in there, but I'm not positive on that. So you can build a level in whatever you want, and then you can skin it in any of those other Marios. Still not sold on it?
Oh, we're far from that, Kyle. We are
I don't know.
way away from being sold on Mario Maker at this point.
See, here you go. This is New
this
Super Mario
looks-
New Skin.
This looks like what? This looks like the Wii U version.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like Mario games. Don't get me wrong. I can appreciate Mario games. I don't know about wanting to build them. But I also wasn't the type of person that's like, well, I want to get Little Big Planet and build a bunch of levels or something really crazy, or even play people's stuff. I like platformers. I can enjoy a good platformer, and I like the Mario games, especially like the really well designed ones that have you going back and trying to, find all the stars and do the things that those games normally have in them. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
See,
The one game that really got me on the sorts of like user created stuff was Super Meat Boy, because it was a really, really good platformer, and it had like Super Meat World, I think, where people could design stuff, and it's the same sort of thing as in this. But I don't know that I ever have thought of Mario as like a challenging game.
Well, yeah, I mean, because it was a Nintendo, so they tried to keep it pretty all ages friendly.
Right.
Unless you played the Japanese Mario 2, that was a pain. That was really super duper hard.
I did not play that one.
Yeah, and I've found already a bunch of user-created levels that I could not beat.
Okay.
People are putting together some ridiculously difficult levels already.
Now that would pique my interest, like that sort of stuff, because the challenge aspect to platformers is what I like. I like difficult platformers. So that would be kind of cool to check out.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely, and that's only going to get crazier as the game progresses. People are already making ones that are. I think I saw one had a 0% completion, which I think was an error. It had to have at least a couple of people beat it, but they're just brutally difficult if that's what people want. And I'm like you, like I don't know that I'm gonna make a Mario level. It's just I'm not creative. I don't get into that. I'm not going to spend a bunch of hours figuring out, what distance I need to put this platform to make this jump work. But I'm definitely going to download a bunch of people's levels and play them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going into the top played, and these are, so you can see the title, Don't Press Anything. And this is showing the Super Mario World skin. So I'm literally not touching anything on the controller, and it's going to play through this insane level for me. So this is what people can create. This is what the crazy people out there can do with this that I'm never going to actually be able to do. For some reason, these are super popular, I think just because they show off the game pretty well. But, these aren't the only thing to do. There's more than just the automatic levels. Here's a question, because you mentioned that you would have to buy a Wii U.
This stuff takes... Do you know how hard this probably is to make?
I know. This took hours, I'm sure.
Tens. Just to, have all that stuff working in tandem like that seems... that's pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah. So would this, would this have changed things if this game had been a launch title for the Wii U?
No.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
I think it totally would.
Well, you think every game would have changed, moved the needle.
I don't think it's not going to push the Wii U to, leading this gen. They still screwed up marketing and the name and everything like that. But this game shows what the gamepad can do. Yeah, this is the Mario Kart level.
Yeah, I mean, definitely it takes advantage of the Wii U gamepad in ways that, a lot of games haven't. But I don't know that... Does this game make me go out and buy a Wii U? Probably not. But I don't... As much as I rag on Nintendo or whatever, I don't dislike Nintendo or Nintendo games, and I don't think they've done a bad job with the Wii U. It's just, they're not going to recreate the success of the Wii, and these games aren't for everyone.
I think Mario, 2D Mario, is as close as for everyone as a video game can get. Everyone played Mario.
At some point in their life, but at some point in your life, you also say, okay, I'm done with Mario.
I've never said that.
Well,
so
maybe not everybody.
So this gets into, this is a Splatoon costume, and so this whole level is themed around, being a squid from Splatoon. All of these little bubbles, these are comments from other players.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually has a little bit of a Dark Souls, right here. It's that guy told me that one was a trap, so I didn't go in there. Kind of like those levels or the messages.
And then the other one's just wait right here, which would have caused you to die.
Exactly. Yep.
See, Nintendo.
So I might turn those off. Those get a little in the way sometimes, but it's kind of fun right now. And this is a little secret. Not everybody knows that the bloopers won't go all the way down to the floor, so you can just walk past them.
Oh, I thought they were just avoiding you because you were the same thing as them.
No, you're still technically, you still play like Mario. It's just a costume.
And that's another amiibo thing?
Yep, that was the squid amiibo.
So if you don't own these amiibos, you can't use that kind of stuff.
You can't put it into your level. No.
Right. Okay. So you can still play it if it's somebody else's level. You already said that. That's right.
Yeah. At this point, I had not scanned my Splatoon amiibo, and I was able to play that. And here's another one. Just there, there's a lot of Nintendo homages. So this is a Metroid one. There's a Zelda one, and you're not a huge Zelda or Nintendo fan, but as one, this is just ridiculous.
What? Because of the Metroid skin?
Yeah. Well, the skin, and then they theme the level after it. Like these Goombas dropping down on the bottom are kind of how enemies act in a Metroid game. So it's more about how players are using it than.
Yeah, this is starting to look familiar.
Yeah. It's really just a tool set. I mean, the game of Mario Maker is not really much. There's just a couple of levels in there, but it's the tool set that makes it crazy, and seeing what people can make with it.
Yeah, I'm interested in I'd like to know like how long something like this would take somebody to make. I mean, obviously, like doing the research aids.
Yeah.
Miiverse, man. I'm just interested in like how long something like this would take for somebody to make. 10 hours.
It depends on their skill. I mean,
yeah, it depends on their skill, but how fast are the tools to use? That probably plays a part in it as well.
It's very intuitive and straightforward. I mean, you have your tools up at the top, and all you have to do is just tap them, and then you can put
drag and drop. But like, say for those spiked Goombas, is that what they're called?
Mm-hmm.
They're spinning around on the ceiling. How do you control that they're dropping down as you run by? And how do you control? Is that just their natural?
That's their natural, yeah. So you just know how the enemies work, and then you can put them in however you want.
Mm-hmm.
So
is this a top-down deal?
No. Although people have, and I have another one. I found another crazy level after this one. People have made I think someone made an RPG kind of game in here. It's gonna be like Little Big Planet, where it's simple tools that people figure out how to build crazy things with.
Mm-hmm.
The messages drive me crazy.
What is it about them that? Why don't you just turn them off?
I might. I've only had it for a few hours, so I don't know. I mean, the helpful ones are nice. When they're like, "Oh, this is a trap," although that kind of maybe ruins the level a little bit. But I enjoy knowing a little bit about where to go, and then people cheer you on. Miiverse is actually a nice community. Like, people are pretty okay on there.
Yeah, I haven't have too much experience with Miiverse. I actually did own a Wii U at one point, but not long enough to really get entrenched into that.
You wouldn't have held on to it if you had infinite Mario levels to play?
Probably not. Levels. I can see why people would want to do that if Mario is their preferred platformer, because, hey, it's unlimited Mario. What's not to like?
Yeah. So, can Nintendo even release any more 2D Mario games after this?
Why not? I get this stuff, but it is ugly, man. Like, Nintendo's Mario games are beautiful and well designed.
Super Mario U skin, so you can put that on there. People use whatever skin they want.
Yeah, but you can't make complete games. That's for me, a lot of the magic of the Mario games is how well designed they are and how.
But couldn't they just release? So this is one of those crazy levels. This is a shoot 'em up, like a kind of like R-Type, using Mario mechanics. Couldn't they just release level packs and maybe an updated skin? I don't know that they're going to do that, but they definitely could.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't see Nintendo never making another 2D Mario game again, but they've made some good 2D Mario games that have more to them than just skins. Like the going back, the replayability, the finding of the stars, and and collecting everything. Some of those games are hard to figure some of that stuff out. Not hard, but
so what if they
challenging.
added coins to this, where you could put 3 coins in there that you had to find, just like New Super Mario Brothers U uses.
They could do that, and then they'd like put themselves out of business. Because it's like, well, they don't need us anymore. But that's not possible in this. And then you can't string levels together to make a full game, from my understanding, right? Oh, you can?
Yeah. I don't know that you can on, one that you create and upload. Haven't been able to put too much time into it, but I know you can download levels and then you put them into an order and you play through them.
But can you make like a overworld map and have all the little hidden goodies and stuff on there? No. You can't do that.
Overworld in a Mario game.
Oh my God! I can't believe you're saying that, Kyle.
It's a nice
I don't even
touch.
A nice touch. That stuff is like, what's gonna be hidden over here? That's the best.
They could add an overworld aspect. I'm just saying, this.
I guess I still just have that left over from when I was a kid, and they like really did add the overworld. You're like, wow, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I was probably 8, 9. I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, I think that stuff's very important to the games, actually, because where do I collect these coins at? Which ones have I completed fully? Yeah.
We'll see. I'd like to see them just really focus in on this, and instead of a new Super Mario Brothers U2, here's a new skin. Here's 100 levels that were created by Nintendo, and it loads into Super Mario Maker. I think that's the way going forward if they really want to make this into a franchise and make this a platform.
I think we've talked about this on the podcast before, it is something where they released that with their 2D Mario game, and then those skins or whatever are in the Mario Maker. You can then, that's like the supplement to the 2D Mario games. That's we can still keep making these, and we're going to sell this. It's just going to be packaged in with it. It gives it that, it gives it an online component like every other major franchise has in gaming today. But who knows what'll happen? We can't tell the future.
Yep.
I can tell the future for the Wii U, though.
I can too. I'm going to play a ton of Super Mario Maker.
Alrighty.
So that about wraps it up for Super Mario Maker. I am overjoyed. I was already had high expectations, and just in my first couple hours, I'm pretty blown away by it. But doesn't seem like it turned you.
Oh no, it's not.
Maybe next time.
Zelda Maker. Maybe when Zelda comes out on the NX, I'll go back to Nintendo.
All right. With that, we'll say goodbye. Thanks for joining us.